What's up, guys? Another day, another deck, and today we've got a crazy deck. I don't know, I couldn't sleep last night, and I thought, what if my goblins were elves, and what if my elves were goblins? And how do you do that? Leyline of Transformation. You get to make anything else. So this is the final version. We run one Krenko, we splash in, and then we have kind of an elf shell here. We've got elves that get +1/+1 to other elves that tap for a green. And then that's it. I mean, we're going to try this crazy idea out and see if it works. There were a few other types that we did in this. You'll probably notice them, but this was the final result. All right, we're facing center, and we are trying ranked here. I had contemplated not playing ranked, but I'm still going for it. So as you see, Frenzied Goblin. This was an older version, but we got the ley line, so we're going to make all of our elves goblins in this case. Now, the reason why I was thinking this is because I want to be able to get Krenko to just mass produce a bunch of different elves, goblins, with our elves also being goblins. So we've got a Llanowar Elves, that's good for us. Next turn, we can go ahead and get into the Archdruid here. Should we go Archdruid, or should we? Yeah, I think we go Archdruid. We're facing the Storm Chasers talent deck, which they're probably just a bounce deck. There's nowhere to run. It's always crazy to see these decks, how they just do bounce decks over and over and over. All right, and let's get Dwyren's Elite here. We get another elf. Let's do a Reckless Lackey for a Goblin. We can swing in for 2. So I don't know if we're going to be able to actually get away with this, but my main goal with this is to tap Krenko and have Krenko create a bunch of goblins that are also elves. So we can play a Leyline of Transformation here too, naming Goblin Elf. Well, this time it'll be Elf, so that one was Goblin. So now we go Elf, and now we've got a Goblin Pirate Elf and Elf Goblins. It's all coming together now. This is what an opponent concedes. Is the Goblin Elf too much? On to the next one. Alrighty. Okay. This is a... I say this is a okay hand, but we don't have the second mountain. I'm hoping that we can get the second red source here. Opponent's gonna try to duress. Joke's on you. We got all creatures. Let's go ahead and get the Llanowar Elves out. And next turn we can Archdruid. Ooh, another blue-green source. Alright, let's put that down. Archdruid. Opponent still knows everything in our hands. Hopefully they don't, like, kill the whole board. Well, that's gonna do it next turn. It's fine. We're fine, right? We just swing out, get as much damage as we can, because they're most likely... I don't know if they're gonna hold on to that or not, but we'll see. I was hoping they might, but they're hovering over it. Yeah. They're gonna destroy everything 3 or less. Nice, nice. Let's get the Frenzied Goblin out and the Elvish Archdruid. Oh, we need another red source. This is why I changed up the mana base and I changed up the deck a little bit. Alright. With us. Oh, we've got a Lackey, so at least next turn we can sacrifice it and get a treasure. That should help us a little bit. Oh, Painful Quandary. Now that I don't care for. Let's pitch the Krenko. Well, there's our red source, so we don't even need to sack the lackey. Alright. Yep, we lose 5 life. I think this is going to be game. I think we just lose. Let's see what opponents got. Liliana, so we can sack. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think this is over for us. I mean, we can tap, but we get like what, 2 goblins. We don't really get much off of it. So yeah, let's tap, get 2 goblins. I think I see the writing on the wall. Yeah, Shieldred's Edict. They're just going to kill it. Yeah, let's get out of here. On to the next one. So yeah, this deck isn't great, I will say. This one's not going to be posting a positive win rate. But it's a fun, silly idea that I had, and I like silly magic. I think we're good here. We can keep this. We've got our Leyline. But now that I've played this a few times, I think I know what I do here, right? So we just make everything else. That's my goal here. So when our goblins come into play, they should get +1/+1 off of the Archdruid, and then we can use the Archdruid to tap and get mana equal to our elves, which are now all of our goblins, you see? Alrighty. Opponent showing white-blue. We've got Surveil Land, Reckless Lackey into the graveyard. Let's see. Okay, so we're facing enchantments. We might have a chance. So we got Elvish Archdruid here. Next turn we play the Shivan Reef. We can do another Archdruid. That just gives us a lot of you know, mana if we get things going. But it doesn't tap for red mana. Alright, Caretaker's Talent. My question is, how come we're playing the jankiest deck in all of Jinkland and we're still facing meta decks? I know we're in Mythic, but come on, man. That doesn't make any sense to me. I thought this was supposed to be deck weighted. Just waiting. If we can make it to getting Krenko, I think we'll be good. Because then, like I said, it'll tap and all of our goblins will automatically be 3/3s. We just have to make it there. What is opponent doing? Okay, so they're gonna copy. Draw a card. Are they gonna board wipe? We have seen a Day of Judgment recently that traumatized me. Opponent's gonna swing, meaning they definitely have something. And there's Day of Judgment. Yep, nice. Okay, well, we got our second mountain, so let's get this out. Hopefully they don't kill our Krenko. Our Krenko mob boss Goblin Elf. Alright, Gremlin Tamer. Caretakers again. Oh no. Witness protect. He's a legitimate business. How does that happen? He is a legendary citizen elf business person. Oh man, this Krenko has been through a ton of work. Oh my goodness. Poor Krenko. Wow. Yeah, this one's definitely over. This is a failed experiment for sure. Like, this did not go how I thought it would go. Who knows? Maybe I'll revisit this, but we are in a tight spot here. We'll let our opponent try and play fast, but white-blue players don't generally play fast, even when they have a win on board, as you can see. Are they gonna take my transformation too, my Leyline? Yeah, okay. I'm out of here. Let's get out of here. On to the wrap-up. Alright, so this was definitely a failed experiment making our goblins elves and our elves goblins, but it was kind of silly and fun. If you have any better ideas how to make this deck great or make it actually work, go ahead and leave a comment, and please consider liking and subscribing. And last but not least, do not forget, you're doing everything right today, and you matter. Good. Bye.